You need to be fulfilled by the fact that you are on that path and that you are driving towards this thing that is never going to be reached. You have to be okay with that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Salvador, and today we're going to be talking about is the thing that you don't want to become your purpose in life. I have seen this just like I feel like I start all my videos out by saying that, but this is something that I've seen a lot in myself and tons of other people, and it's probably one of the leading factors that causes people to get towards the end of their life still feeling unaccomplished and still feeling like unfulfilled. And I realize that it's almost in a way like literally chasing your tail doing. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about the thing that you don't want to become your purpose in life. So hopefully this is helpful for you. If it is, definitely be sure to leave a like, comment for any more suggestions or questions or comments you have on this. Be sure to subscribe for more. And without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So I'm not going to blue ball you, or I'm not just going to like take forever to get to the point, but the thing that you don't want to become your purpose is the pursuit of purpose. So that sounds super obvious, but it is almost universally done amongst people in this age, especially because now we're in the age where people are so focused on becoming motivated, becoming disciplined, like seeking purpose in life, like fulfilling their purpose in life, especially in this new electronic age where people have a lot more access to do what would be fulfilling to them in an easier or different manner than we would be limited to back in the day. But the pursuit of purpose can almost become a purpose for people. And it's really a tragedy because all it ends up doing is making you feel unfulfilled with literally whatever it is that you're doing. And this can cause a lot of stress and anxiety around even doing the things that would be fulfilling to you or might even be your purpose. So for example, a really big purpose of mine personally, what I really feel that my purpose is helping other people and spreading positivity and just bettering the lives of the people around me. But if, for example, since this is YouTube and one of the really big ways that I can reach a lot of people would be YouTube, I could accidentally, like in the pursuit of fulfilling that purpose, which would be helping other people in a big way and a lot of people and impacting the lives of lots of like people, that can become my purpose in a way, not actually the helping of it, but trying to get there, if that makes sense. It becomes less of this is the thing of I'm doing and more of a focusing on how I'm going to get there to the fullest of my potential. Like the reason why I say it's almost like chasing your tail is because it's right there the whole time. And if you look at any animal, you see a dog and they're spinning in circles really fast trying to chase their tail, the faster they move, the quicker their tail moves away from them. And if they literally just stopped and turned and bit their tail, they would be able to reach it. And the same thing happens when this purpose that we have, when we have an idea of what fulfills us and what's going to be our purpose in life as men and women in today's society. And when we see it and it's right in front of us and we're acting towards it, you have to realize it's not about getting there that is going to fulfill you. If the thing that you want and you seek out is your purpose, you have to realize that you are fulfilling your purpose by trying to get there. It's not when you get this end goal, you have fulfilled your purpose. It's not like a video game where you just, once you've done this thing, once you've had a Fortune 500 company or whatever like that, it's like the game's over, you feel completely accomplished and fulfilled, and that's it. It's like, no. Once you get there, then what do you want to do? You want to keep pursuing it. You want to keep growing. And 99.999% of people, if they have a specific goal, usually when they get there, that's not just going to stop there. They're going to continue to grow and grow. And then what you're going to be doing is feeling like you have to keep growing and growing in order for you to be happy to get to some end goal that's actually never there. It's like trying to reach a ceiling that is impossible to reach, that's constantly expanding. So seeking purpose in the pursuit of purpose is something that a lot of people do unintentionally. And in order to combat this, you have to sometimes take a step back, and when you start to get stressed and you start to get anxious in this idea of, okay, this is the things I need to do. This is the things I need to do. I need to be self-disciplined today. Today I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And this is how I'm going to fulfill my purpose. but you're not finding enjoyment in it. What you're probably doing is seeking for the feeling of fulfillment and purpose in the pursuit of it, not in the actual action of it. It's like, if I really enjoy making YouTube videos and helping people out and trying to give good advice through YouTube videos, and then I'm like, okay, tomorrow what I need to do, I make a whole schedule. I write down all the things that I need to do tomorrow, and it's so many different things, and it really stresses me out, and like I'm super focused and I get everything done. I'm laser focused, super productive, but I'm like super anxious the whole day. Not that being happy all the time is the point of life or is important all the time, but if it becomes more about doing it right and doing it perfect and getting it all done rather than the fact that I'm even doing it, it takes all the enjoyment out of it. And the whole reason you're doing it is because it is fulfilling. It gives you purpose. But when you are driven and you are driving yourself, and you're driving yourself like expecting to meet this end goal that's just going to give you this gratification, then you're going to continuously be driving, and that tank is going to be really hard to like fill up when you're just going. So what you need to do, metaphorically speaking, is if you're in this car and you have this gas, this motivation, this drive to fulfill your purpose, you need to continue going and stopping, quote, filling up on gas, which would be being able to be in the moment, being able to take a step back and be like, this is the reason I'm doing it. I am able to enjoy this. I get fulfillment from doing this thing, which is the whole reason I'm doing it. I'm not doing it because I have to. I'm doing this because I want to. I'm doing this because this is what I want for myself. This is where I'm shooting for in life. And I'm allowed to appreciate it even though it's difficult. I'm allowed to enjoy the fact that there's difficulty in this and that I'm putting myself through adversity. And because it's stressful, that doesn't mean that I can't be happy about it. And just because at the same time, this is something I enjoy doing, doesn't mean that I don't have to push myself doing it. Yes, seeking your purpose is a thing that's probably going to take a lot. It's going to take ton of time, like years and years and years. And you're never, like almost nobody really fulfills their purpose in a way, because in a way, a purpose is this abstract concept that is made up from all your ambitions, your motivations, your thoughts, your desires and values in life. And it's not something that's like an end goal again. So if you really want to avoid chasing your tail in a way, or driving on this long road and never filling up on gas and running out along the way, then what you need to do is take a step back and realize, I am doing this for the greater good of myself. I am doing this so that I can continue going on this road that is very long and that I'm never going to reach the end of. But it's not the fact of how far I get on this road, it's the fact that I am getting there. It's the fact that I am at least pushing myself to get there. Because for bodybuilding, for example, it's like, let's just say my goal from when I first started, I was like 125 pounds. Let's say my goal is reaching 160 pounds. When I reach 160 pounds, what am I going to say? Oh, that's it. I'm done. I'm done bodybuilding, I'm done lifting weights. That's all I need to do. It's like, no, what's my goal now? If that were my only goal, my purpose, like realistically, that probably wouldn't be my purpose, because by the time I get there, I'm like, okay, now I need to move on to the next thing. And your purpose is never going to be fulfilled. So don't chase the end of it, seeking gratification, getting the end of it, because it's about being fulfilled by the actual pursuit of it. You want to have intrinsic motivation, which if you don't understand psychology, extrinsic motivation is being motivated by the end goal, being motivated by the result of you accomplishing something, like getting money, getting fame, attention, whatever. And having intrinsic motivation is being motivated and having the desire and motivation in order to do the process that will get you there. Having intrinsic motivation is enjoying that process, which is what you need to have. If you want to seek and fulfill your purpose, you need to have not just extrinsic motivation, you need to have intrinsic motivation. The more fuel you have, that's like two different types of fuel. If you just have one, eventually you'll probably run out, but the more fuel you have, the longer you'll be able to run. And yeah, that's just my way of putting it. And also, obviously, discipline is important. It's not just about being motivated, but you have to remember that discipline is a part of motivation. You are motivated to do the things that you have discipline to do, or else you wouldn't do them. Discipline is a matter of doing something over and over and over and over again until it becomes automatic. And then your brain has the desire to do that thing because you have your brain has a motivation to do it because you've gotten so used to it and accustomed to it. And remember that discipline and motivation are important, but you don't need to only focus on one or the other. They're both equally important. It's good to have motivation. It's good to have discipline. Just don't rely on one or the other. You will gas yourself out. But I honestly don't know where I was just going with that. I did take a quick break for a second because my mind was going everywhere. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, if your point in life is to seek out this purpose and to fulfill this purpose, the main thing you have to realize is that this purpose will never be fully fulfilled. It never will. It's going to be a tank that is going to be constantly expanding, that you're going to keep wanting to fill. Naturally, our inclination as humans is to always want more. We're always going to find something new we want. There's always going to be things that we want to that we're going to desire as we go in life. It never just ends. So it's important to realize that that's okay and that's normal. Just because you want to continue fulfilling your purpose doesn't mean that you're not fulfilling it. You need to be fulfilled by the fact that you are on that path and that you are driving towards this thing that is never going to be reached. You have to be okay with that. And the second you do that is the second that you will be able to have fulfillment in the seeking out of this purpose, not just fulfilling it. Because at the end of the day, the grave is always going to be the end goal in life. And there's only so much you can do in life. And you're never going to be able to do what you want to do your entire life because you're always going to want to do more and more and more realistically. So just find fulfillment in the fact that you are seeking out fulfilling this purpose in life. You need to know that it is okay that these things are going to take time. And don't allow yourself to be so focused on chasing your tail that you can't find enjoyment of it. Don't focus on the fact that like, oh my gosh, I can never reach this. Like I just want to get there and be stressed out until you get there. You need to have enjoyment in the fact that you are doing this. Even if it's not enjoying it in the moment, after you do it or after like a hard day of work at trying to fulfill this purpose, you need to be able to sit back and be like, regardless of if I enjoyed it in the moment, I'm happy with what I did. I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm able to be content and continue striving for more, even if I never reach this abstract goal. So, homies, just keep in mind, you're going to fulfill as much of your purpose as possible. There's going to be times where you're going to feel like you need a break. There's going to be times where you're going to feel like you don't want to do it anymore. Like literally, there was a time last year, like one workout, I remember I was squatting and it was just so intense and so hard and difficult that I literally just thought like, I literally just don't want to do this anymore. Like it was only one workout, but still like in my mind, I was like, this is literally so stressful. Like, why am I even doing this? Or this is so difficult. Why am I even doing this? And you have to remember, you have to find enjoyment in the process, not just in the end goal, because this is a goal that's never really going to be reached. But anyways, hopefully this was helpful for y'all. Definitely be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to use code MONKEY, 10% off on GetRawNutrition.com and Retaliation Project. Check my socials right here on screen, and down below in the description is my free workout program, Hypertrophy program. It's a little bit higher volume, so I would say it's more for beginners just because they're less likely to really push to failure. So although it is higher volume and you don't quite need that much volume, if you're a beginner, you're probably going to not be able to push as close to failure as most people who are really truly experienced. So that's why it's a little bit higher volume. But I'm working on my Discord so that I can connect with y'all and y'all can connect with me and we can talk and stuff like that on a daily basis. If anybody in the comments or anybody watching this video is able to set up a Discord, I'm still working on it because it takes time and I'm not super sophisticated on it, so it's taking longer than usual. But if anybody knows anything on how to do so, definitely be sure to let me know so that I could probably get some help from you or something like that. But anyways, again, hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all have an amazing day. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.